What's up, RPG fans? Welcome to episode 39 of the SwitchRPG podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Corey, aka RPG Reruns, and I'm joined by none other than the voice of the people, Gio. How are we doing today, sir?
That's not too bad. I'm not sure if you guys can see us on YouTube. I may be having an issue on my end, but I will figure it out. But we'll continue anyways. I'm actually doing the best I could be right now. It's fantastic.
Yeah, the
you know why, right?
Up there?
The weather is good. Yes. Not just that.
It's February.
The New England Patriots.
You like Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day is cool. I typically, forget to get stuff for my wife. But I mean, whatever. I wish there was a Nintendo Direct announced. There hasn't been.
Okay.
The New England Patriots.
Oh, okay.
You knew it was coming. It had to.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I wear this hat like every episode.
It's all right.
It's all right. No, I wear this one. Now I'm a collector of hats. Like the New England Patriots. It's a little backwards in here, but we collect them in New England. We have currently 6 of them. This is
like Amiibos.
Yeah, I do Amiibos too, but this was an old.
No, but that's yeah.
This is an older one, but it's okay. I like the old ones too. I like the old ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me 1 second. Let me pan down a little bit.
No.
Okay.
Oh, no.
You can't really. Oh, there we go. That's a Patriots jersey. Okay. Yeah. So when in Rome, as they say.
Oh wow! So.
Yep. So it was an exciting weekend, for certain.
Yeah. Now we're done with football, and all we have to look forward to is Madden 20.
Madden 20. I'm honestly not going to play that one. I haven't played a Madden in forever.
Well, you're missing out on the greatest RPG ever. Anyway, if this is your first time listening, ladies and gentlemen, this is a show from SwitchRPG.com that brings you exciting news, upcoming game releases, and everything happening on the Nintendo Switch. This week, we're going to talk about new Switch titles and also about a baker's done of possible Nintendo exclusives to release in 2019. What do you think about that, Gio?
Bring them on.
It doesn't matter. No. Anyway, a little bit of housekeeping. First off, make sure if you enjoyed this podcast to take the time and give us a rating and leave a review. It helps us a ton and lets us know if you're enjoying everything we're doing here on the podcast. Also, if you would like to join in on the conversation, be sure to join our Discord community. You can join by going to SwitchRPG.com and selecting Discord under the Media tab. Lastly, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. There you can watch our Let's Plays, game reviews, or just join us when we're recording this podcast live at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time every Wednesday. And then one important new news, if you're listening to this, 8 p.m. on Monday. Is that Central or is that? I think that's
Eastern.
Eastern Standard Time. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Monday is a go for Ask Me Anything with Rainbright, the creators of Reverie, on our Discord. So again, if you're not in our Discord, be sure to do the following steps, like I said earlier, by going to SwitchRPG.com and selecting Discord under the Media tab. Join in there and join us for a Ask Me Anything with the Rainbright creators of Reverie.
Yeah.
This upcoming Monday.
This Monday, that is February 11th.
February 11th. It's also probably good to put it in there. Good to put it in. Anyway, that's it for the housekeeping. It's time to jump into the news. First up comes from Silicon Era and February 2019 Nintendo Switch updates add Kirby's Adventure, Super Mario Brothers 2, and Tapasurozo. Do you know how to say that? I have no idea.
I actually don't. I don't have it open in front of me.
It's a sumo wrestling game.
Okay.
I tried to Google and try to find a.
Was that only in the West though? Was that only in Japan? I don't remember that being a thing here.
Well, it's going to come out. It's going to come out this month.
Fantastic. That title I'm not familiar with. Kirby, is it Kirby's Adventure? Is that what it was?
Kirby's Adventure.
You know, I have Nintendo Online mostly for the backup saves because I had 150,
especially in RPG world.
Yes, I had 150-hour playthrough gone from Xenoblade, so that's the primary reason I have it. I have yet to dive into those classics at all.
I dabbled, not enough, you know. I mean, it's just but it's like I like knowing that they're there, you know.
Yeah, right.
And they just keep on growing and they keep on adding. But Kirby, I never played Kirby's Adventure. I played just the Game Boy version.
Yeah,
I don't know what that
I think that's Game Boy's Kirby's Adventure 2.
Okay, that's what I played.
I think
that's what.
Yeah, that's where my Kirby adventure started. Was with that one.
No.
Now with Super Mario 2, that had to be my most hated Super Mario Brothers.
Really?
Yeah, the jumping was awkward. The gameplay was just weird. It was such a different feel from what the original Mario Brothers was, where you jump on a character to kill it or whatever. Where in this one you jump on them, you pick them up, you throw them. It was just very, very different. And then they fixed it with Mario 3.
Yeah.
But I was never really a big fan of 2. But that's just me.
Well, you know what though? It's not. They keep on pumping solid titles out each month, which is something that I was kind of curious how long they would just keep it up. But you know what? They're still pumping out, and I really can't wait for some of the Super Nintendo titles.
And I was just gonna say that once they get into the Super Nintendo timeline, that's where it's at.
That's when it's going to get real.
You're right.
That's when it's out. So anyway, something to look forward to this month. February 19th, game releases. Next up from RPGsite.net, Evil Land is coming to the Nintendo Switch. Shiro Games has announced that Evil Land and Evil Land 2 will release on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch as Evil Land Legendary Edition. The bundle will launch on PlayStation 4 on February 5th, Nintendo Switch February 7th, and Xbox One on February 8th, so it's out tomorrow.
Yeah, it's out. I actually played this on my phone.
It looks really, really cool.
Yeah, it was very different. It was very different. You start in the 8-bit era.
Yes.
And then as you progress through the game, you progress through, bits, console eras. It's really different. It's really it was actually really fun on the phone. But yeah, it's and I think we have a review on the site for this. Yeah, coming up. So actually, it might be out now. But yeah, it's a very cool top-down RPG, and like I said, it hits all the different RPG eras.
That's why I got from it. It has a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So at the very least, you're gonna have a little bit of nostalgia feel, or maybe just a little bit of history lesson on where a game started. If you haven't played some of the older games, just just kind of, this is how it was. And then you don't have to commit to an entire game. You can just kind of level up, progress, and get to the modern area.
Right. And it's a fun game. It is a fun game. I enjoyed it.
It looked pretty fun. Pretty fun.
Yeah, I do recommend it for sure.
Awesome. Well, we have more titles that are coming out in February. This via Nintendo Soup. Origami Shadow Edition launches February 21st on Switch. Crossplay confirmed. Merge Games and Lanceworks have announced that Origami Shadow Edition for Nintendo Switch launching at retailers and eShops on February 21st, 2019. It'll include the DLC on the Nintendo Switch, and it's also co-op. So I looked at this. I haven't heard about this game, but it's definitely, I don't know. I like how it's your little stealthy assassin-y kind of vibe. I kind of like those games. So
I like the aesthetic of it too. It looks really cool. It's got the cell shaded graphics, which I will patent at one time. I think I'll trademark it. I'm sorry. That way no one can actually use it.
Still bitter.
Just wait. I mean, I have no reason to, trademark it, but I will. Don't mess with me.
The developers aren't Square, so I think we're good there. Anyway.
But it is a very cool game. It's I think you're like a samurai or something.
Yes.
And you know, it's a different stealth game than Splinter Cell. That's kind of the last one I've ever really played.
Yeah.
Maybe Metal Gear. I mean, they're really not stealthy anymore.
And you know what? And it's with the crossplay too. So you know what? You can be on your Xbox and you can play with me on the Nintendo Switch, and we can just be stealthy together.
And there's
Can't
more.
wait, right?
Well, yeah, I would be terrible. You wouldn't want to play with me. That's for certain. And there were more news, and this for some reason took me by surprise. I think this was at the Game Developers Conference with Microsoft saying that they were going to have crossplay, or no, I'm sorry, not crossplay, Xbox Live.
Yeah, we're jumping ahead there, but
I'm sorry.
No, it is.
You know what?
Good.
You know what?
It's good. We'll just go with it.
No, you're shouting at me. You're making me nervous. I'll stop.
Follow the. Anyway, we're going on. Anyway, that was actually pretty big news. Is that Xbox Live coming to the Nintendo Switch, iOS, and Android? Microsoft confirms. There's going to be more news coming in March at GDC, but this via GameStop.
GameSpot.
I think it said something. Yeah. Did I say stop?
They always can. Yeah, they do that all the time.
I mean, it's the P and the T's is just it can happen to anyone. Anyway, Microsoft plans to expand Xbox Live to other platforms, including Nintendo Switch and mobile. The company says bringing the network to more consoles will enable game developers to connect players between iOS, Android, and Switch, in addition to Xbox and any other game in the Microsoft Store on Windows PCs. So anyway, it says that over 2 billion devices will be connected now. That's pretty crazy. It
is pretty crazy. And this is actually already kind of happening. I don't know if a lot of people know about it. With Minecraft on the Nintendo Switch, there are actually two different versions. One, I think it's the Nintendo Switch edition. And then you actually got another version of it for free if you had that version. And this is kind of the regular Minecraft version, which my son plays quite a bit, and you actually have to sign into an Xbox account. So it's an Xbox Live account. There are achievements that carry over.
Yeah.
So this is already kind of happening with Minecraft. I don't know that it's happening with anything else.
Yeah, it's just something that you kind of see, I guess, are writing on the wall that they have. It's kind of like with Fortnite, they come out and say, "Hey, we have the capability." Like it's basically just a flip of the switch,
right?
So it is interesting. That would be the biggest thing that I would like it, because that's one thing, especially coming from the PlayStation backgrounds. I love just playing a game and then randomly a little blink, you did this.
Yeah,
and you
right.
you get a little.
And I did a little bit of that. I did a little bit of like the trophy hunting, or kind of the game, the gamer score hunting, where I would go for achievements and whatnot. It changes the game or the gameplay, whatever it is you're playing, a little bit. It also extends the life of a game.
Absolutely. Which these days, I mean.
Yeah, I know. These games are kind of ridiculous, but
that's why sometimes I look at a trophy list and I'm just like, nope, never gonna happen.
Yeah,
let's keep on moving.
Yeah, it's quite a feat for the, you have to.
I think for me it was Monster Hunter World. Like they had do X amount of kills with dinosaurs that are under a certain weight, and then there's I was just like, you know what, we're just gonna punt on that one. They're not all meant to be.
No.
They're not all
And to be honest, this is going way back on my Xbox days. I think it was Modern Warfare 2 is really my only one that I got all the achievements. And and there was just one achievement that you had to rush through this level.
There's always that one.
Yeah,
that one challenge.
It was just one. You had to run through, blast through this mission under so much time, and man, that took forever. But like I said, it changes the way you play the game. It extends the game. It's I like it. I don't mind it, and I think it'll be a welcome addition for sure.
So yeah, more information to come next month, about a month and a half, and we'll get some more information on that.
Yeah.
Anyway, back in order to your regularly scheduled program. Darksiders Wardmaster Edition coming to Switch April 2nd. All right, Darksiders. It's coming April 2nd from THQ Nordic. So a little backstory on this: these guys are buying up a bunch of games, and they don't really bring out that many titles. So this is I looked at it. What were your thoughts on it?
Have you played a Darksiders game?
I have not.
You have not. Darksiders games are, for me, the ultimate kind of hack and slash type of game.
That's where I got the vibe from.
Yeah, and I like kind of the backstories in some of them. I mean, I don't really want to spoil them too much.
Okay.
But I don't know how much of an RPG this is going to be. I don't think the originals were much of an RPG. But it almost reminds me of...
Surely they had elements.
Every game has RPG elements nowadays. So we're going to consider every game an RPG at this point, right?
Okay. The shoe fits.
It does not fit, okay? The shoe...
That's debatable.
Whatever.
Have you visited your friend, Gary? Can we give the listeners a follow-up? Have you visited your friend that was talking some sense to you?
No, I have yet to visit him again.
You're relapsing.
I don't know. I don't know if I can. I don't know.
We need to schedule a play date.
Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, it is a really cool, very cool hack and slash. And I don't even know if this news was supposed to be out. I think this was was this the one that was leaked out?
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems. I mean, it's April 2nd, so
yeah, it's kind of coming up. I don't know if I'm confusing it with something else.
No, but I mean, this is from our previous week's news, so it's actually even older than that. I mean, so.
Yeah, and I am remembering right. This was not supposed to come out. Because they even had it in their press kit. If you went to their website, their press kit was a GIF or GIF. I don't know what you kids are calling it nowadays.
I go GIF.
GIF. Okay,
that's how the creator intended it for.
But it's peanut butter,
and you can get that GIF and get out of here with that.
Okay,
it's weak sauce.
All right. Well, there was a GIF and. And it said there's nothing to see here or something to that effect. Yeah, I don't think it was meant to get out, but it ended up getting out. And, for all the better anyways, because I think it's going to be another welcome addition for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, hey. It's hack and slash, I don't play them too often, but they are satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something about just going out there and just... slaying.
Yeah, it's almost like what the older like God of War games used to be.
Yeah, I kind of got
style.
that. It kind of, I don't know. It kind of looked like a little bit of like a Warcrafty look to it too.
Okay.
But
yeah.
Without the Warcraft part of it.
Yeah, I'm not saying it in the same just the play style. I'm not saying the look of it or anything like that. Definitely the play style is more like a button mash combo type of game. It's really cool. It's really fun.
Nice. Well, moving on right along to NintendoLife.com, we have a little feature article about how Virtuous solved the technical challenge of bringing the Final Fantasy remasters to the Switch. I'm not going to go all throughout there. It's a really good read. You can check it out. The biggest thing I gathered is just how they have to take these larger files and just work with it to get onto these cartridges. That seems to be what I gathered is the biggest challenge that they have to do.
Right, because some of the cartridges that are bigger cost a lot more money.
Yes.
At this point. But Nintendo, for some reason, whatever algorithms they're using to shrink these file sizes to fit on these cartridges, man, they know what they're doing. So, I mean, just look at the wizards at Nintendo and they'll figure it out.
And that's the thing, and just utilizing this system more is just I think they've got a lot of tricks left up their sleeve. So like I said, we're kind of getting to the realm of the cycle that I think we'll start to see things that we thought weren't necessarily possible earlier in the cycle coming out in a few years down the road.
Right.
But
yeah, anyway. and that happens with a lot of consoles.
Yeah, it's tale as old as time, right?
Right. Tale as old as time.
Oh, no. Okay,
I got to warm up the voice. The vocals.
He came in hot. Anyway, okay. Moving right along. Jimatsu.com has this is kind of older news now, but it segues into the last bit of news, but Metroid 4 Prime 4, excuse me, doesn't look like it's going to come out this year, does it?
Nope. They halted all development, which is, I don't. It seemed like they were working on it for a while, and they're like,
I know,
we're not happy with the way this came out. We're gonna give it to someone who has worked on Metroids before, and they've done a really good job. Let them do it. We don't want any part of it.
And that, to their credit,
right?
That's awesome, because I think we've all been there in life when you're doing something and you're like, man, I am over my head.
Yep. But it's freaking Nintendo. Like,
I know.
How can you be over your head?
Well,
unless they have, again, unless they got something else going on, and they're like,
and that's the thing. And it kind of segues into our next article about how there's rumors that there's going to be 11 Nintendo exclusives slated that are unannounced for 2019.
Right.
I can see, but you think with Metroid that they'd have the right people in place to look at this, but I can see it happening. Like, you have so much going on. Hey, they're getting reports in. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's fine. Then they get in a meeting and they show what they have, and they're like, whoa, this is not what we signed up for.
That looks bad.
We need to do something. We need to do something now.
Yep.
I have a feeling. I'm not an insider here. I have a feeling something very similar to that happened in the office. That they went into a meeting and they looked at what was going on, and they're like, no. This ain't it.
No. We're moving on. We got more important things to do, or different things to do.
Different things. Anyway, well, moving right along to our last article of the evening, GameRant.com, rumor, Nintendo working on 11 unannounced Switch games for 2019. Real quick, Nintendo has already revealed some of its major games that are coming out in 2019, which include heavy hitters like Animal Crossing, Fire Emblem Three Houses, and Luigi's Mansion 3. However, a new rumor is to believe that Big N has 11 additional Switch exclusives in the works that are all aiming for a 2019 release day. This rumor comes courtesy of Emily Rogers on a Reset Era thread. Rogers has a reputation of accurately linking Nintendo news online and recently revealed specific details about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee before they were announced, including the game's Pokemon Let's Go inspirations. So anyway, 11.
That's for this year.
I'm not a mathematician, but we're in February. There's 12 months in a year.
Yep.
That's a title each month for the rest of this year.
Hang on, let me get a pen.
Does it check out? Sometimes I forget to carry the ones over.
Does this computer have a calculator? Yeah. So I don't see them hitting that at all.
I don't either.
Not at all.
I don't either.
And I think she mentions also that unless they're, I guess Retro was one of the studios that was potentially working on an exclusive, but now since they've taken on Metroid, maybe they've either moved on from that,
or maybe they're wrapping it up.
Maybe
no, they're wrapping up there. Maybe that's why they're picking up Metroid, because they're just like, hey, we're just doing the polishing tunnels, and this is ready to go in February. What's crazy though is that this makes it sound like it's not including those other three, so it's more than a title a month.
Yeah,
it's like a 1.1.
Where's 1.2 ish? Where's this direct though? We need to. It needs to happen like this month.
Well, you know what? I think they were actually going to release it, but they're like, no, the weather's bad up north. I don't think the guys at SwitchRPG podcast are going to be able to get their episode in, so we need to push that back.
You know what? I did get a text message. It was a little weird. It was in Japanese. I couldn't translate it. So that's probably it. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I mean, but that's a lot. And what could it be? And so originally I thought that this was including like everything, like mobile games.
But this is unannounced Nintendo Switch games.
Yeah.
So that's a lot. There could be a couple of Wii U ports in there.
Yeah.
Again, we've been told,
which I wouldn't be surprised with how well Super Mario Deluxe did.
Right. So maybe 3D World will be there. Maybe did Donkey Kong? Yeah, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze came over.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't really think of any other Wii U games that people would probably want. But you know, where's my Pikmin 4? Where is my Fire Emblem? When is that coming out?
That would be awesome.
You know, Pokemon, is that still coming out this year? We don't know.
Oh yeah, I think that's a shoo-in.
Yeah. The other Game Freak game, Town, we don't we don't know too much.
But still, I mean, even with all this, we're not near 11.
No. What did I name? Like 3 or 4?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, maybe there's a Metroid trilogy that you keep hearing things about.
And that could be something to where they're getting 11 is they're counting bundled titles.
Yep.
Like there's 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't know.
Where's my direct?
If you had a little wish list, what would be at the top of that they just say, hey, this is what we have coming?
I would like to see Divinity Original Sin.
Ooh.
But that's not a Nintendo a Nintendo title.
Yeah.
That is, man, if that could be on my Nintendo Switch, man, I would absolutely love that.
It'd be a shoo-in. Be right home.
Can we get, I'm thinking of other titles that are non-Nintendo, like Persona. Give me some Personas.
I don't think that would happen this year.
No. But where's SMT 5, Shin Megami Tensei 5? Where's that? I don't know. That's why we need a direct. Yeah.
Just give the people what they want. Do it, Nintendo.
Right. Hurry up.
Anyway,
it's got to be this month. Well, it has to be.
Well, that's all we have. Yeah, I mean, but all those people said, "Oh, you know what they did? They just booked it. They're like, there has to be a direct this month in January because there's always one."
Right.
Suckers.
Suckers. Then nothing.
Shame on you. Do some. Anyway, it's time to move on, Gio.
Okay.
What have we been playing?
Well, I've been playing Wargroove. I've been playing. Been playing. That's the newest game I'm playing. I'm still playing.
How do you like that? It
is a little challenging. I'm not gonna lie. There are times where maybe I should, use the difficulty slider, and just make it a little bit easier. But I don't.
I have trouble doing that if I'm like X amount of hours into a game. I'm like, I made this far.
Yeah.
I either start easy to begin. Like sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'm just here for the story and to feel real cool.
Right.
We're just gonna breeze through this. And then sometimes I'm like, you know what? It's tempting, but we're gonna get through this.
I mean, Wargroove has somewhat of a story. I don't think it's what sells that game. It's more the the Advanced Wars type of thing. It's more the strategy in it. That's what's really selling that game. And there are other features, like there's a multiplayer where I have a couple of games going on with different people, and they're taking their time doing their turns. So it's kind of asynchronous. You don't have to be actively online together. So they can do their move, and then
that's always good too.
A few days later or whatever, hour later, I can do my move. So multiplayer can work like that, and people can make maps, which is really interesting, like they do in BlockQuest or
BlockQuest Maker.
Yep. So people are making their own maps. I've seen people do Link to the Past maps, Map World. People have recreated Advanced War maps. So people are just creating a bunch of stuff, which I have yet to try. I did try a little bit of the arcade version, not enough to really talk about it much, but I did try it. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of Wargroove. I've been playing Animus, which I just want to end that game.
How far along do you think you're?
I want to say
you've been playing that for a while now.
Yeah, well, it feels like it. Yeah, I want to say maybe I'm maybe an hour or two left.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I just hit a level check. It's just kind of like a level wall where I had to now I really got to get better weapons and level up and.
Don't you love those?
Oh man, it just forced you to go back and play everything just for no reason. You know what? Battle Chasers kind of did that too.
Really?
But I mean, I still kind of like the game.
I man, back in my day, man,
Back in my day.
They don't know how good they have it now. Like how few games do that now. But that used to be just something that was just a given. You know what? You're gonna have to suck it up and level yourself up for pointless random battles for hours at a time, and then you get to that in-game content.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm dealing with Animus, and also Tales of Vesperia. He was like the second or third boss. It was like the werewolf and the wolf pups or whatever.
We'll talk about Slider. That game, I download the XP buffs, and I was like, you know what? No shame. I need to play more Tales. I've been busy these past few weeks. I just haven't played it that much. Now it's not because I don't want to. It's just I've got some other games going, and so I've been playing Dragon March for Death. I haven't played nearly enough of that, but I like that game.
That game looks really cool.
It's fun. It has like a I don't know, 2D side scrolling with Mega Man kind of mechanics in it. But a lot of RPG elements, storyline in that. So I'm going to play more of that. And then Tangle Deep, I've been doing a little bit of that. Both of those are Let's Plays that I'm going to be doing, and I'm enjoying both. Nice. They're very different games, but I've been enjoying both. And then, I also have been playing a little bit of a game called League of Legends. A new ranked season dropped, and I just am reminded of how awful I am.
Never heard of League of Legends.
It's just this little game that likes to where people like to remind you how awful you are.
Yep.
At not only the video game.
Oh, right.
I like to expose myself to the toxicity.
Oh,
just
no.
makes me cleanse myself after. I don't know. It's just.
Do you find that they all know your mom?
They know her fears, her middle name. Like, it's just weird. Her blood type. It's just crazy. That's what I've been doing. But I have a feeling like football's over.
Yep.
Weekends are going to start freeing up. It's time to get the grind on.
Yep.
Roll credits.
Roll credits. That's what you said like 5 weeks ago.
I know. I'm going to power through Tales.
Yeah. Good luck with that. You can't power through that.
Oh, can power through it.
Okay.
The first weekend I went through like 13 hours.
Okay. See, I can't do that.
And now I've done like maybe 3 since then.
Yeah, no, I logistically can't do that. Most of my playtime is like,
it wasn't 3 days. It was 5-ish.
No, if it was a good Netflix show, yeah, you could.
Oh, good. I almost forgot about this. I was going to bring it up, but I saw a little thing on social media today that if you start today, and this is Wednesday, not Friday, guys. So if you're watching live, you're ahead of the game. You have to start today watching 1 episode per day, and you can watch all of the Game of Thrones before the season drops. So if you're listening on this on Friday, you're already behind the ball. You need to catch up. So
no.
I was going to record some Let's Plays, but I may just get a squeak in a little game. I can binge that stuff.
I'm ahead of it because I'm on what
I'm going to do it.
Season 5.
I can binge. So I don't normally binge anymore, but that's one show. I'll just go one after another. Let's go.
Now, have you've watched it? You're caught up.
Oh yeah, I'm up to date.
Okay. Have you rewatched it at all yet?
So I used to always do it, I guess, the first 4 seasons, but I haven't done it for definitely the past 3 seasons. I kind of pick my favorite ones.
Okay.
Like I'd watch like the Red Wedding and the what episodes called when the Viper fights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I watched that one with my brother live.
That was a great one.
My brother lives, no spoilers. Don't worry about me dropping spoilers in here, but my brother lives in Florida, and it was the first episode that we watched live sitting next to each other. Was that episode.
Was the Viper?
Yeah, and the ending, we just looked at each other and our jaws dropped.
Yeah. Because
he actually binged it. He didn't start until like season 3 or 4.
Okay.
And he binged, and he just was in town for that weekend, and
so it was all fresh in his mind.
Yeah, fresh in his mind. Yep. He picked a heck of an episode to sit down and watch together. It was awesome. I remember just looking. We both looked at each other, and our jaws dropped.
Yep, that was a very good episode. Yeah, like I said, I'm on like the end of season 5 again. Yeah. So I'm almost.
I've been watching True Detective.
All right.
So I've been doing that. Yeah, I used to binge a lot more than I used to. I guess I play video games more. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So
It depends on what it is, what's on
yeah.
on the Netflix. But anyways, we are way off topic here.
Hey,
my apologize.
it's all right. It's all your fault.
It is my fault.
All right, moving right along. That's what we've been playing. It's time to move on to sales and releases, so you can find out what you would like to be playing here in the future. But anyway, we'll go up with game releases. These are RPGs that are coming out. Steven Universe Saves the Light and OKKO Let's Play Heroes Combo. Wow, that used up the entire screen. Came out yesterday. It's an action-adventure role-playing RPG.
Is that Cartoon Network?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, that makes more sense now. I was just like, well, this title's never ending. Away, Journey to the Unexpected comes out tomorrow. It's an adventure role-playing action RPG. Magic Scroll Tactics. I love any game that has tactics in it, so I may need to look at that as a simulation RPG. All Vestia Chronicles comes out tomorrow. And what's the 8th is Friday, right? Yeah, so Doom and Dynasty comes out on Friday. This says it comes out on the 11th, which is Monday. Darkest Hunter, a role-playing board game adventure strategy RPG. So it sounds like a little tactical thing. And yeah, and then the rest is just going to. So we got a lot of stuff on sale, so I'm not going to go through it all. But if you go to switchlist.app, you can type in, like I did, RPGs, and it'll filter all the RPGs that are on sale or coming out, all this neat stuff. You can look at amiibos, you can look at all kinds of random stuff. But the one thing that piqued my interest on the RPG was 25% off for $29.99. Football Manager 2019 Touch comes out. I think that's only one of note, really.
I think I'll be getting it. I'll be getting it. Now this is soccer. It's not like football like you're thinking, Mr. Southerner.
Oh, I love football.
You like the soccer style?
Oh yeah.
Okay, all right.
I love the foosball. Oh, West of Loathing's on sale. 23% off, $8.47.
I hear that's worth it. That's worth it.
Oh yeah. That's a great story. That's a great one. All right. Anyway, that's what we got. Make sure to visit switchlist.app and get all of the know. Filters it really easy.
Yep.
If I can do it, anyone can do it.
That's true. Very
anyway,
true.
It's time to move on to listener questions, and we got a couple today, Gio.
I don't have them pulled up.
You don't have them pulled up, but I do. So we're gonna go. Pretty Fly for a White Guy 99 says at SwitchRPG. Phil here from prettyflyforawhiteguy.com. Question for the show: jumping into the popular trend I've been seeing for a few weeks. What are some unpopular Nintendo Switch opinions?
Unpopular Switch opinions. What do you?
I have a feeling that I don't intend them to be, but I feel like all my opinions tend to be unpopular.
I mean, do you have anything for this one?
I don't know. I can probably think up something. Do you not?
No, I don't have anything right now.
So unpopular opinion. I think the biggest one on this show that is unpopular that people may give us maybe a down marker from time to time is that just port stuff over.
Yeah.
Port it all. I mean, there are people out there that don't necessarily agree with that opinion, but I'm just like, hey, give us the options.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
All on switchlist.app.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm okay with the more the merrier. It doesn't matter to me.
Let's see.
Unpopular. I know that port begging is unpopular. For example, you see a game out there, the first thing you do is, when is it coming to the Nintendo Switch?
Yeah.
And I, for one, do that all the time.
Which I took it out of the news, but
Is it because,
Dragon Ball, the ARPG.
Yep.
Not slated for the Nintendo Switch, which doesn't mean we're not going to get, because they did come out with Dragon Ball FighterZ I'd say about 6-8 months after the release, but right. I did see that and I was a little bummed about that. So
yeah, I think port begging is fairly unpopular. I don't think people like it. Too bad. I do.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I
guess we're just too popular.
Yeah.
I see what I did there.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Thank you,
All right,
Pretty Fly, for a white guy 99.
Yeah, really appreciate it. We got another one, though. Paul Nichols, via Discord, said, if you became a game designer, what type of RPG would you want to make? Sell us on the game.
I've been on a Divinity Original Sin
you have.
For, like, so long. Now, can you give me that in a post-apocalyptic world? Better than Wasteland 2 does it, okay? But with some sort of, Mutant Year, like a Divinity Original Sin with Mutant Year Zero and Fallout. Like, combine that all, but keep it, like, tactical like Divinity is.
Mm-hmm.
I would absolutely drink that up. I mean, I would drink up Divinity Original Sin.
Yeah. So, this is a little out there.
Oh, no.
But I think if a game could include all of the things I'm about to describe, that it would sell like hotcakes.
Should I write this? I'm going to write this down.
All right, here we go. First off,
got it.
There has to be mechs. Okay.
You're big into those mechs, huh?
Oh, there's big, because what's better than just some like, I'm not talking about like the kind of blocky mechs that you kind of get in like
an AT-AT.
Even for missions or so out this year anyway. I'm talking about kind of more Xenogears style.
Okay.
Like
or Xenoblade Chronicles X did it as well.
Yeah. And then fighting on the outside, like in combining like your pilots, and basically I'm just ripping off Xenogears on that aspect of it. But then not only the biggest key for me is customization, job classes, creating different job classes that intertwine with one another. That's what I love most about if an RPG has that in a game. Then so we're combining this. There's combat in mechs. There's combat out of mechs. You have customization of everything from like, am I a ranged mech? Am I a melee mech? Am I doing all this? And then and we're gonna get real crazy. We're gonna throw in branching storylines.
Oh no.
And the replayability is going to be off the wall. It's going to be no more than 15 hours to 20 hours. That way you can replay it all you want and get all 500 different scenarios out there. It'll be the best game of all times. People will stop buying video games.
So you want Titanfall 2 with
never heard of it.
Never heard
Did that
of
do
it,
well?
with a storyline. It actually is a
I never played Titanfall. Actually, this is really bad. Not bad, but it was on the PSN network one time for like $4.
Yeah.
And I just said, I almost hit buy, and I was just like, yeah, nah.
No.
And I bought so much worse for more. I felt bad. Like I was like, I almost went back. I remember I was like driving. I was like, I felt bad. I was like, you know what? People put their heart and soul in that game, and I'm not even willing to give them $4 for that. I should, and then I forgot.
And then you look and say, wow.
And then it was on sale for like $9, and I was like, no, that's too steep. You had me at $4, but
and then
now.
Titanfall 2 is at $9 now, and
yeah.
But Titanfall 2 is actually better, and it just didn't do well because Titanfall,
I never played either.
Yeah,
they did so. It was just. Talk about, it's very popular now. There's kind of like the gamumentaries on YouTube where they just kind of go through the history of games. I watched the Divinity Sin original, and that was really good. I enjoyed that a lot. Just like from the beginning to how they got there, I enjoyed that a lot. I think that would be a good. It's kind of like the behind the music that VH1 used to do. You know, what were you thinking with that release schedule for not once but twice?
Right. Yeah, they fudged the bucket. That's for sure.
Oh, beyond. Anyway, I'm pretty sure my game was going to sell more copies than yours. So Paul, let us know who won that.
All right, I am going to patent or trademark the word mech assault RPG.
No, okay. Oh, we didn't think of a name.
Do we have to think of a name?
You can't include. No, this is extra credit because I'm going to win this. You can't put mech in the game because that's too cheesy. You can't
put Xeno or Gears either.
No, you can't do that because then you'll get sued.
Yep.
Unless your name is
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy. Yeah, thank you. Well, you should still get sued, but then you'll just go after PlayStation. I don't know. I'm not gonna be able. I'll tweet out a name.
Okay.
I'm gonna brainstorm. I'll tweet out a name. All right. No other game.
No, man.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to also remake Tetris and put RPG elements in it. There you go. That's my second game.
Millions of copies sold around the world.
That would probably sell better.
Yeah, it probably would. Make it mobile and bam, done.
Yeah. Oh, I'm clearing these levels in this story. It's just so enthralling.
Well, wait until the Tetris movie comes out, and then you'll know what to follow. There really is a Tetris movie. I'm not even kidding.
Oh, really? I thought that was just a...
No.
Oh, wow.
There's a for real Tetris movie coming out.
Can't wait.
Can't wait. What kind of story does Tetris have? I don't know. Anyways.
I mean, there's probably the untold story, and that's what they're going to tell, and it's going to be pulling out all of America's heartstrings.
Sure.
But anyway, you know what we have to do before we get to watch Tetris on the big screen?
What's that?
We got to go on a side quest.
We got to go?
Oh, we got to go.
I'm not even ready.
Well, you pack your bags because we're going.
We're going. Let's go.
You got to have your emergency kit, your grab bag, whatever they call it.
I'll bring my championship Patriots hat.
No, you can only pick one.
I'll bring my one of 6. This is a tough decision.
Yeah. All right. Jeremy via Discord says, choose a major film franchise: Star Wars, Marvel Comics, Sony Spider-Man movies. You both have seen and ranked them. We probably should have done this beforehand. You probably should have seen and ranked the movies from best to worst. So you kind of have the kind of more of a back. I watched the movies.
You tell me what I've seen everything.
Wow.
At least on that list, I've seen
I saw
them all.
Into the SpiderVerse is probably the most recent movie. I'm going to say that's number 1 because I really enjoyed it.
That was for Spider-Man. That is probably my all-time favorite Spider-Man movie. I
really like the Homecoming Spider-Man.
Yep.
I saw the teaser trailer. I'm going to be a little apprehensive about this.
Far From Home. But I think it's kind of a cool concept.
I like the concept. I don't know. I kind of get the vibe of like, ooh, this might not be as good.
Yeah.
Just have that little vibe.
Right. I agree.
I really wanted. I don't know where I wanted to go, but I didn't want like the second installment to kind of be, I don't know, gimmicky. It feels gimmicky, but it could be really good. We don't know.
But also, spoiler alert: if you've seen Infinity War, Spider-Man, does die in Infinity War, but is now alive to make this movie. So,
well, no, I did see a little bit of rabbit hole that people think that this is set when when Spider-Man's coming back on the school bus at the very beginning, that they're coming back from this field trip.
Okay.
So.
That would make sense. That would make sense.
Coming back. So anyway, I saw Infinity War. Saw Venom. I didn't see the Solo this year.
Solo was good.
I heard some mixed reviews, so I never went to go see it.
I would say watch it. It's not as bad as The Last Jedi.
It's probably on Netflix. I think it is on. Oh well. Okay. So my brother-in-law is a huge Star Wars and. Let's just say I kind of said, we came out of that movie and I said, you know what? I think they missed it. Oh, I received the hate.
Oh, that movie. I am a huge Star Wars fan. That movie is probably almost just as bad as the prequels.
So let's just do this. Let's just rank from, let's just go.
I told you, you pick one of those franchises. I have seen all of those. So you tell me what you want to rank. It's okay if you've missed a few. That's fine.
All right. Then I guess we'll go with Marvel.
Okay. Fine.
I think that'd be the easiest.
Okay, we can do that. So, of all the Marvel films,
okay,
what do you rank number 1? It might be easier if I had a kind of a list of all of them, because there's been so many of them right now.
I haven't seen them all.
Okay.
Let's do Sony. That'd be easier, because I think there's fewer.
Yeah, Sony has Spider-Man, Venom, and I think that's it.
Well, that'd be a lot easier.
Okay.
Spider-Man than Venom.
Well, I mean, Spider-Man has, you have the first 3 with Tobey Maguire.
Oh, we're including all those. Okay.
Oh yeah,
okay. I thought we were just talking about, okay.
No, you have to. You have to include Tobey Maguire. You have to include Tom Holland.
Okay. No, this is better. Let's go with it. Let's go with this, because I've seen all these.
Okay.
I do have opinions on these.
All right, we can do that. So let's just say for the last one, for the worst one, is Spider-Man 3. I think we can all agree.
Yes.
Spider-Man 3 is probably the worst of all of them.
Beyond terrible.
Yes. Okay. Perfect. We can agree on something.
Yeah.
All right. So kind of moving up.
Okay.
Spider-Man 2 with Garfield. Andrew Garfield.
Yes.
And is it Electro or Jamie Foxx?
Man, it's been a while since I've seen.
Yeah, I forget what the title is, but that one there is probably the next worst.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
And going after that, I think. See, there are so many that I have seen. Spider-Man 2, the second one with I said the Garfield one. Now
Yes.
I'm trying to find a list with just Spider-Man movies, just to make it easier on myself. 1 second, behind the scenes sort of stuff. Now, if you were to go 1, 2, 3.
Okay, here we go. I think I have them. Yeah, so there's Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3, The Amazing Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
That's the one with
Spider-Man Homecoming, and then Spider-Man Far From Home, and then I guess that's not out yet. That's in July, and then we'll include SpiderVerse in there.
Okay. Well, SpiderVerse is my number one for sure.
Yeah, I agree. That was just awesome. So we got the bottom, we got the two. We've got the bread.
Yep.
We've got both ends of the sandwich.
Yep.
We just gotta
fill
in the fixings now.
Gotta fill it. I didn't mind Venom that much. I
liked it. I bought those tickets for IMAX a week ahead of time. I remember the day where I saw like 20 squash. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's gonna be one of these. And so I just went in with the lowest expectations you could ever have for any entertainment value ever.
Yep.
And was extremely surprised. And left the movie thing, if that's a 20.
But listen, no, there are movies that are rotten and you're just like, wow, I actually kind of like that movie. Like for me,
I know.
That movie is National Treasure. For some reason, I absolutely love that movie. Like when it's on TV or whatever, I'm watching it. Nicolas Cage.
Okay, side quest to the side quest. What's your favorite Nicolas Cage movie?
Mandy. Have you ever seen Mandy?
Oh,
no. Man. It's kind of it's a weird horror movie. It's recent, like last year.
Really?
Yeah.
No, definitely haven't seen it.
Oh.
Gone 60 Seconds for me.
Yeah. That's good.
Let's go.
Oh,
yeah.
No, that's his second best. I'm telling you.
What's his? Oh,
you're not
saying Mandy
see the
best?
The thing is, you're not into horror.
Oh no.
So
is it? Well, what type of horror?
It's
like I can do kind of thriller. I just don't like. I don't know.
Like ghostly stuff.
I can do some ghosts as long as they're not scary.
All right, side quest to the side quest here. Now, Mandy is a very different. Now, the musical score is kind of...
I'll watch the trailer and I'll make a judgment from that.
Okay, please do. It's kind of a demonic biker gang cult movie.
Isn't that Ghost Rider?
No.
That was a bad joke.
That was a bad joke.
All right. Anyway, back to our Spider-Man movies. So we got 3 as the absolute worst, which is correct. Then we got Amazing Spider-Man 2 as the second worst. I would go probably Spider-Man 2, or was it Amazing Spider-Man 2 or just Spider-Man 2?
No, Amazing Spider-Man 2 is bad.
Yeah, that's why I had. And then I'd actually have the other 2, Spider-Man 2, as the notch up from bad from that.
Really?
So
I like Spider-Man 2.
I didn't hate it, but I mean, we're starting to get into like the better movies.
Yeah.
Unless you put. Are you going to put both Amazing Spider-Man back to back there?
Probably.
Okay, that's fair. Because that was going to be my next one.
Yeah, it would be Venom, and then Amazing Spider-Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man, then Spider-Man 2, then Spider-Man 1.
Yeah. And then there's Homecoming.
Oh yeah. Okay, Homecoming is in there because I liked Homecoming.
I did too.
Yeah, I liked
I
Homecoming.
liked it a lot. I think he's my favorite Spider-Man.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. He fits the profile.
Yes.
Pretty well.
Like I'm like this is how Spider-Man would act.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
I mean, the one who got it the worst, would that be Tobey Maguire?
I don't know.
Because that Spider-Man 3, man, that leaves such a...
yeah. I just blacked that completely out.
Such a bad taste in everyone's mouth.
Because I don't know. The original Spider-Man, man, that kiss scene, it gets me. You know? That's classic.
And there's a throwback to it in SpiderVerse as well. It's actually a throwback to every single Spider-Man. I do another podcast. It's kind of movie, cinema, and TV. I was recording that yesterday, and Into the Spider-Verse, this was our review episode yesterday. So it's weird that we're talking about this. And I didn't push the conversation here. Nope. So and that episode was 2 hours long. And we're talking about Into the Spider-Verse.
So we have plenty of time.
Oh man, we get into this movie.
It was great, man. I really, really, really enjoyed it.
It is a perfect comic book movie.
Yes. Yeah.
It is such a good movie. The music in it fits well. Yes. The animation is so freaking cool.
Yes.
It is one of the coolest animations I've ever seen. What else? The characters in it are fantastic.
All of them, yeah.
Like I didn't know what to expect. I mean, I kind of liked this movie when it was, first announced. I'm like, oh wow, it looks really, really cool. And man, they nailed Spider-Man. They nailed him.
Quick question: I'm just curious. What would be your worst Marvel comic movie?
Iron Man 3.
Okay.
I mean, there are some Hulks that are pretty bad.
Yeah, there are some Hulks.
But I don't. They're the ones that are rotten. But I really don't mind them. Like the Ang Lee one, I think it's called the Incredible Hulk, where it has like I think Liv Tyler's in it. It has it has like the comic book style where like it does split screen. I actually don't mind it, but they got the Hulk's color really bad. Like he looks like the color of your background. It looks really bad.
Yeah.
But Iron Man 3 is pretty bad. Oh, you're looking at the background, huh?
Well, I was looking at it and I was like, oh, drooping, but it's cool. Anyway, we're good.
Yeah. What about you?
I have no idea.
You have no idea? Yeah, I would have to say Iron Man 3.
I kind of it's just one of those, like, I don't feel like there's one. It's not like, for me, there's not like a Superman 3 where I'm just like, I cannot stand that this even exists.
Well, if you wanted to go into the DC universe, I mean,
it's different.
It's very different. There's only maybe 2 good movies in the DC universe. Wonder Woman being the top one.
Yeah.
And then
that's one thing that I'm looking forward to is Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Captain Marvel, and then soon after that is Infinity Endgame.
Yep.
But with the DC, you just have Wonder Woman, and I haven't seen Aquaman, but I hear it's fairly decent.
Yeah, that's kind of what I got. I almost went to it. It just didn't work out, and that's kind of what I heard. It's like, you know what? It's a good movie. Nothing crazy.
Yeah. But everything else there is just absolute hot garbage.
Yeah.
But yeah, Spider-Man's. So top one, Into the Spider-Verse for me. Then it goes Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man, and then Homecoming, and then Amazing Spider-Man, maybe Venom there, and then Amazing Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3. I think I hit them all.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Sounds good to you.
All right, everyone. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up
list.
there. That is a definitive list. Okay, I can't wait for the box, the
collection, the HD collection.
Oh man, remember those when they would be like take up a whole bookshelf of like VHSs?
Oh yeah, those were the days.
I remember my grandma got me one of the with the old James Bond movies. It was like every single one.
Wow.
And there was like, it's one of those things like I told her that I liked James Bond, and then she, oh, okay, here's it all.
I was just gonna say that you probably just mentioned it once, and then all of a sudden you have it all. That's funny.
But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up here. That was it for episode 39 of the Switch RPG podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you to everyone who sent in their questions and comments. Keep them coming by emailing podcast@switchrpg.com or posting in our podcast thread at discord.switchrpg.com. Remember, you can listen to our show each and every Friday at switchrpg.com.
Excuse me?
Or you can subscribe to your favorite podcast app if you're listening on an app. Please give us a rating and a review. Your support there would be amazing. Also, don't forget that if you'd like to watch us record live, subscribe to SwitchRPG YouTube channel, where we record this podcast live Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you would like to hear, and if you like what you hear, remember you can head over to patreon.com/SwitchRPG and throw us $1 or $2 if you can. If not, no worries. You being part of the community here at SwitchRPG is what means so much to us. And finally, remember, you can all head over to SwitchRPG.com for all your RPG needs for the Nintendo Switch. Until next time, keep on grinding that backlog and always refill your potions.
And roll credits.
Roll some credits.
All right, man.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yes, right. You're terrible at that idea.
This is the year. There's still
this is the year? You're still on the back.
I'm going to push it all. I'm procrastinating. And it's
man.
I'm going to be like, where's Corey? Oh, I'm grinding 30 titles. It's going to be 12 days of Christmas, 12 roll crits.
Yeah, you're not good at this, are you?
Yeah.
All right.
I made this far, though.
Yeah, not too bad. Bye.